Last time on Legend of Hearts.
Where is the Kokiri Emerald? Do not trifle with me, Guardian. You know not the power of which I have.
It is inside me, my very core. But good luck finding it. It will only appear if I so will it.
I ask you one more time, Guardian. Surrender to me the Kokiri Emerald, or perish. I will be back.
Oh, Ganondorf, this whole tree is mine. Such a lovely new home for me and my babies.
Do with him what you will, Queen Goma. I shall let you have free reign of this tree. Find me the Kokiri Emerald that lies within, and return to me. Farewell, Guardian.
When Ganondorf left, the great Deku Tree woke Navi up.
Navi, get up. Get up, Navi.
Navi awakes, only to see the great Deku Tree in a terrible condition.
Great Deku Tree, what has happened to you?
No time to explain right now, Navi. I need you to go to the village and find a little boy named Link. Link is the only boy without a fairy to call his own.
Great Deku Tree, you're hurt.
Go now, Navi. The fate of the world rests upon his shoulders.
Link! Link! Hey, Link! Wake up! Come quick! The Great Deku Tree has summoned you.
Me? The Great Deku Tree summoned me?
Yes. How many times do I have to repeat myself, Link?
Let's go see the Great Deku Tree right away!
As they walk on the now eerie path, Deku Baba and Mad Shrubs attack Mito and Link, but they defeated their attackers. The pathway was now open. Link and Mito gasped in horror to see the Great Deku Tree in his current condition.
What happened to you, Great Deku Tree?
No time to explain right now, children. Please, I beg of you, purge this evil that is within me.
Right away, Great Deku Tree.
The Great Deku Tree slowly opened his mouth, and it felt like the whole forest was shaking. Link and Mito slowly and nervously entered into the Great Deku Tree. It was dark when they entered, until their eyes adjusted to the darkness.
Wow, I never knew it was so big in here.
Something is wrong. Something big came through here. We should be careful, Mito.
Hey Link, look in the middle of the floor. There's a giant hole in a spider web. As long as they are tiny spiders, I think we can deal with them.
Hey, look, Mito. It looks like we can go up a level.
Link points to a ladder, and Mito, wanting to show off, he climbs first.
Look, Mito. More spider webs.
Why so many spider webs?
While Mito was trying not to freak out, Mito and Link walked on a bridge to the top of the path. As they were walking upwards, they kept walking into walls of spider webs. As they were breaking through another wall of silk, there was an open room with a chest in it. Link and Mito played rock, paper, scissors for the chest, and Link won. Link opens the chest and finds a slingshot with ammo.
Wow, awesome! A slingshot!
Tch, lucky bastard.
They continue walking through waves of spider webs to a platform overlooking the giant hole.
Hey Link, look. Maybe if we jump we can break through the spider web below.
Wait, Mito, look out!
A giant spider dropped down from the ceiling. It was at least 5 foot high, and bigger than Mito and Link.
Ah! What the hell was that?
I have only heard about these things in horror stories. These things ate children. It is said we used to have a lot more children in our village. Those who did not turn into a skull kid were eaten by giant spiders they call skulltulas. I never thought I would run into one of these things ever.
Damn it, Mito! Focus! How do we kill it?
Link attacked it with his arm blades, only to be knocked back. Mito shield bashed it and ended up the same. The Skulltula, thinking the children were easy prey, reveals his weak spot to mock them. Link picks up the Kokiri sword, jumped as high as he could, and slashed downwards. killing the Skulltula in an instant. Link, being resourceful, uses the dead Skulltula's body.
Ew, Link, what the hell are you doing now?
I'm being resourceful, you dick!
Link guts the Skulltula and uses its hard exoskeleton. He cuts off 2 giant square teeth and leaves some spider flesh on as a loop for his shoulder pads. Link cut off all the legs and discarded all of them, except for one. He pulled on the spider silk to test its tensile strength, and it was high and strong. He got some of the spider silk from the Skulltula's abdomen and braided it into a rope. He dipped his hands in the Skulltula's natural oils, so his hands would not be trapped when handling the silk. He used the Skulltula's leg that he didn't discard as a handle, and used the braided silk as a whip. He chipped off the nasal cavity and used it as a mask. He completely separated the sack of silk from the rest of its body. He split open its forehead and used it as a shield, and threw down the shield he made from the dead Dekubaba's head on the floor next to him, and stuck his arms through the empty eye sockets. He attached some silk to the edge of the platform, and wondered if the silk covering the giant hole would break if something dropped from that height, and called Mito over.
Hey Mito, come here! Let me borrow one of your Deku nuts!
Sure thing, Link.
Link coated his arm blades in Deku Nut oil, and he gave it back to Mito. Mito looked at the hole below, and while he wasn't looking, Link pushed him off the edge. When he hit the web, he nearly had a heart attack and had trouble breathing.
What the hell was that for, Link?
That was payback for hitting me with a rock in the back of my head while I was climbing down from my house. So Mito, did the web break?
No!
Link tossed down the Dekubaba's head as hard as he could, but the head bounced off the web and hit Mito in the face. Mito cringed in disgust because brain matter flew all over him. Link shoved his hands into the Skulltula's flesh and jumped off the ledge, and used the silk attached before as a bungee cord. As Link is falling downwards, he hits his 2 arm blades together as quick as he could and catches fire. As the fire surrounds Link's body, he executed a corkscrew spin in midair. The fire surrounds Link, but it isn't burning him. He fell through the web and burned it. Mito was both shocked and amazed. As Link hits the bottom, Mito heard a splash.
Link, are you okay?
Just fine, Mito. Jump down. The water will break your fall.
No, I don't think so. I think I was just climbing down this wall of vines.
Are you sure? I saw a whole bunch of Skullwalantulas clinging to the vines on the way down here.
Are you serious, Link? Oh, well, it looks like I'm jumping and using this Dekubaba's head as a cushion.
Mito prepared for a leap of faith and adrenaline. He grabbed the old Dekubaba's head and jumped. As he was falling, he put it underneath him to cushion his fall, and made a huge splash in the water below. Mito landed, uninjured, but got Link soaked.
Ah! Great going, Mito. Now I'm soaked. Thanks a lot.
Sorry, Link. So, where to now, Link?
I don't know why it's so dark. I can't see anything.
Link and Mito tried to walk in the dark, but Link tripped on something and slammed his face into a wall. Mito made his way to Link, with nothing but his voice to guide him. Mito felt a switch on the ground under his foot and stepped on it. The switch was activated, and torches lit up the room.
Whoa, Link, check out this room. It's so big.
Hey, Mito, look. I think I see a room on the other side of the gap.
Link tried to run as fast as he could and jumped, but he couldn't jump high enough to clear the gap and hit his chin, and fell back into the water. Mito tried to do the same thing, but he just jumped straight into the water.
Damn it. We could get to the other side if we weren't too short.
Hey, Mito, I think I have an idea. It's a long shot, but I think I can reach the other side and push down the block for you.
So what did you have in mind, Link?
Well, I need you to stay between the gap. Get into a strong stance and brace yourself.
Mito spreads his legs and holds his stance strong, and raised his arms and hands up. Link ran towards the gap and stepped on Mito's hands, pushed off, and jumped high enough to clear the gap between him and the block. Link got to the other side and pushed the block down for Mito so he could climb up.
Need a hand, Mito?
Nah, I got it. So, Link, where do we go now?
Hey, look, Mito. There's another door, but it's covered in webs.
Damn. Do you think we can torch it?
Maybe, but I would have to move the fire from one spot to another.
Can't you just use your arm blades and make a fire again?
I would, but I would have to be dry to do that. And whose fault was that again, Mito?
Sorry, Link.
Hey, Mito, go kill the Deku Baba over there near the door, and use the stem as a stick.
Mito walked carefully towards Deku Baba and shield bashed it. Now stunned, he slashed at it twice. Its head rolled off its body. Mito picked up the stick, jumped across the gap, stuck the stick in the fire, and jumped back over to set the webs on fire.
Nice job, Mito. Now let's go through the door.
They went through the door and thought their room was empty. As they turned around to get back out, something hit them from behind.
You'll never get past me and my brothers down below.
What?
They are guarding the queen who is feeding off this magnificent trio we are all in. And only I know the secret password to get past them. But I will never tell you.
Tell us. Or else.
Or else what?
Or else we'll torch this entire room, and you along with it.
Mito readied a torch, and as he was reaching down to torch the floor, the Deku Nut scrub spit a Deku Nut seed at his hand. Mito dropped the torch and the flame went out. Link used his whip and spun around fast, gaining more momentum. Thanks to the dry air of the room, when Link whipped the Deku scrub, its face was bleeding.
Nobody hits me like that. Nobody!
The scrub started spitting Deku Nuts everywhere. Link and Mito ran in opposite directions, hoping not to get hit. The angry scrub spit a nut at Link's ankle, but it wasn't very effective. While Mito was running, it spit a Deku Nut at Mito's calf and left a huge welt. Mito fell, and Link dashed to Mito's side.
Gah! Link! Don't let him hit me with another Deku Nut. Those things hurt.
No worries, Mito.
The angry scrub gets ready to fire another Deku Nut. Link steps aside, and the scrub gets a clear shot of Mito. In split-second timing, Link kicks the Deku Nut back with even greater force. The Deku Nut returns as a fireball and hits the Deku Scrub in the face.
Okay. I'll tell you. Honestly, I didn't expect anyone to hit the Deku Nuts back at me. The secret order in which to hit my brothers. 2, 3, 1. 23 is number 1. Now, I'm getting out of here.
Oh, before you go, Mr. Scrub, care to refill our almost empty Deku Nut bag?
Okay, I'll give you 10 Deku Nuts for 10 rupees.
Have any money, Link?
Don't look at me. I'm broke.
Fine, but you owe me.
Mito took out his money and gave them to the Deku Scrub. As soon as he took a step back to open his bag, so the scrub could spit out extra Deku Nuts for them, the scrub ran away with Mito's money and burrowed his way out.
That bastard just ran off with our money.
Well, that's what you get for frustrating a Deku Scrub.
They both exit the room and see a giant hole in the floor they hadn't noticed before. Mito burned the Deku stick and set the web on fire, and threw the torch down. It went out with a sizzle. They both jumped down at the same time, into a seemingly empty room. When they swam out of the water, they could see a big door, but were shot by 3 Deku Scrubs.
There's too many for me to handle right now.
The Deku Scrubs all shot at the same time, and Link couldn't handle all 3 at once. He moved up a little and kicked the one in front of him as hard as he could, and it turned into a fireball, stunning the scrub in the middle. When the other 2 shot at him, Link did a 11-10 split kick and knocked it back.
How did you get past our secret password? You may pass. Sorry, Queenie.
Are you ready to face the evil that has been killing the great Deku Tree?
Yeah.
They go through the big door, not knowing what to expect, and come face to face with the evil that has been killing their guardian.